Have you ever wondered what makes a line from a song just stick in your head? Or why a certain phrase from a movie becomes iconic? It's not magic, it's actually a kind of superpower that writers use. And today, we're going to open up the toolbox and show you exactly how to use these secret superpowers yourself. So here's what we've got on tap. We'll kick things off by figuring out what these superpowers even are. Then we'll dive into the tools of the trade, making comparisons, adding a little drama and attitude, playing with sound, and literally bringing language to life. And finally, we'll show you how to spot them out in the real world. So let's start with the big question, right? How do you take plain old words on a page and make them more? How do you make them paint a picture, create a feeling, and really connect with someone? Let's look at this. On one hand, you could just say, the sun was hot. Okay, fine. It's true. It gets the job done. But then look at the other side. She was as red as a tomato. See the difference? That second one does something totally different. Exactly. You don't just understand that it's hot. You can almost feel it. You get this instant, vivid picture in your head. And that difference, my friends, is where the superpower comes in. That superpower has a name. It's called figurative language. It's all about using words in a creative way, stepping away from their boring literal meaning to create a much bigger effect. And the specific gadgets in the superpower toolkit, those are called figures of speech. All right, let's gear up and look at our first set of tools. These two are absolute classics, and they're all about making really powerful comparisons. You've definitely seen these before. So here's the deal. A simile compares two things using the words like or as. He is as brave as a lion. Easy enough. But a metaphor takes it a step further. It doesn't just say something is like another thing, it says it is that other thing. Life is a highway. Bam! It's a much more direct, more powerful punch. Okay, now let's get into the tools that add some real drama, a little bit of humor, and a whole lot of attitude. These next two are all about playing with expectations. First up, we've got hyperbole. And trust me, you use this one all the time. It's basically the art of exaggeration. You're not trying to lie, you're just blowing things way out of proportion to make a point. I mean, think about it. Has anyone literally said this a million times? No way. But by saying a million, you instantly get just how frustrated that person is. Hyperbole is a fantastic shortcut to conveying really strong emotion. Next on the list is irony. Irony lives in that little gap between what we expect to happen and what actually happens. And that little twist can be hilarious, or it can be heartbreaking. Here's the perfect example, right? A fire station burning down. It's the one place you'd think would be totally safe from a fire, and it gets destroyed by one. That massive clash between our expectation and the reality, that's irony in a nutshell. All right, let's just pause for a sec and lay our tools out on the table. We've talked about the comparison crew, simile and metaphor, and the attitude adjusters, hyperbole and irony. But as you can see, we've still got more to cover. Tools that mess with sound, and even tools that bring things to life. We're going to jump into those right now. Okay, let's move on and talk about how we can use sound to our advantage. The next couple of tools aren't just about what words mean, but what they sound like. This is where language gets really musical. First, we have alliteration. This is just when you repeat the same starting sound in a bunch of words that are close together. It creates this really cool rhythm that can make any phrase way more memorable and catchy. And here's the tongue twister everyone knows. Go ahead, say it out loud. She sells seashells. That repeating S sound almost mimics the sound of the waves, doesn't it? It just sounds cool, and that's why we remember it. Now, onomatopoeia is probably the most fun figure of speech to say and to use. It's super simple. The word sounds like the thing it's describing. Words like boom, crash, meow. Come on, you can almost hear that, can't you? The word sizzled does so much work. It's not just a description, it's a sound effect built right into the sentence. It pulls you right into the scene. All right, we've reached our final tool, and this one is all about pure imagination. It's about taking the world around us, the non-human parts, and giving them a little spark of life. And this technique is called personification. We're basically taking an object, or even an idea, and we're talking about it as if it could think or feel or act like a person. Now, obviously, an opportunity doesn't have a hand to knock on a door with. But this phrase creates such a clear, powerful mental image. It makes this abstract concept of a chance feel real, urgent, and like something you need to act on right now. So now that we've built out this incredible toolkit, here's the really cool part. You are going to start seeing and hearing these things absolutely everywhere. And I don't mean just in poetry books. This is the stuff of everyday communication. Seriously, think about it. You'll hear them in pop songs, you'll see them in brand slogans, movie titles, news headlines, you name it. This stuff is the secret sauce behind almost every piece of memorable and effective communication. It's how ideas stick. So look, these aren't just fancy literary terms. They are real, practical tools, superpowers even, that you can start using today. You can make your next email more persuasive, your presentation more engaging, or even just a text message more fun. So the only real question left is, which superpower are you going to try first?